What I'm about to say, you may not like, that's cool. So don't feel like just because you may not be 100% certain of your porosity that you won't be able to grow your hair. Conditioner that you usually see in like the white people aisle. You know when I said my hair feels soft? We're gonna ignore that now. If you had heat damage for 6 months, it's not gonna come back with this, I'm sorry. That will determine whether, you know, it's gonna grow or not.
Beautiful painter, I love the way you painted the sky tonight. Beautiful savior, come have your way in me, you're my one desire.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're gonna be doing something different. I've been doing a lot of reviews lately, but today I really want to focus more on like hair care and teaching you guys hair care. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a proper wash day routine that will help you grow your hair. So I have thousands of wash days on my social media, and I also, you know, have those like educational hair videos, but I don't think I've ever sat down or stood up in front of the camera and basically like talked y'all through my wash day and kind of explain everything I do in every single step and why I do every single step and how that helps me with hair growth. So today I thought that might be helpful for some people, so that's what we're gonna do. If you want to learn how to properly wash your hair in order to promote growth, then make sure that if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button, put your notifications on so you don't miss any uploads. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram for daily content, and check out my hair care line if you're interested in getting a product to help promote growth. Alright guys, let's get into the video. Okay, so like I said, I want to really like walk you guys through my wash day in great detail. Y'all see me do this a bunch of times, but like I said, I never just like stopped and like told y'all and explained why I do certain things. So that's kind of the goal today. But it is gonna be just a mini review because I do just have so many hair products I haven't tried. So today we will be trying Olapplex. I actually did a poll on my Instagram to see whether y'all wanted me to try this line or I think, or I don't remember, but this was the winner. They actually sent me this in PR like I want to say last year sometime, and I just never got around to trying it, but I really wanted to because these products are kind of expensive. I think each of these products is $30, including the smaller one, but I know that I have seen it be very helpful for people that might be struggling with a little bit of heat damage, or maybe their hair is just not curling up like you used to. Real heat damage you can't like revert, but like, you know, when your hair just doesn't look how it should, these products really help. So that's what we're going to be trying today. And of course, I'm going to give y'all my honest thoughts, but the focus of this video is just like sharing with you guys the techniques and tricks and stuff like that I use. Okay, so my hair is looking a hot mess. This is the braid out that I did last week with the Donna's recipe review. Or maybe not last week, it was the week before. I don't know. But it's been like 7 to 10 days. And if y'all watched that video, y'all know I was not a fan of my hair. Mainly because one of the products that I used was basically just like shea butter, but like oils and stuff in it, and it just made my hair feel very weighed down, very stringy, and that's not really the types of products I like to use on my hair anymore. Okay, dang, this is taking forever. Okay, we got it. This is why you use silk scrunchies, because otherwise it would have ripped my hair out. That's shed hair, that is not hair that's been broken off, but that would have ripped my hair out, so yay. But anyways, this is what my hair is looking like. Like, it doesn't look that bad, but I think the humidity, because it was like raining and stuff today, really helped it to kind of like get a little bit more volume and stuff, so it wasn't as like way down and stringy. But we're just gonna go ahead and wet my hair. When I wash my hair, I like to use warm water. Warm water helps to open up your cuticles so that your hair is more receptive to getting that moisture. It does also help to like sort of soften your hair to make it easier to work with. Like, when I part my hair and stuff like that, it's so much easier when my hair is soaking wet. So that is why we're using warm water. Also, let me just touch base on this real quick because I know I'm going to get asked how often should you wash your hair. That's honestly one of the most frequent questions I get asked in regards to hair questions, and it honestly just depends on you and your routine and what you prefer and what works best for your hair. If you've been following me for the past few years, you know that I grew my hair to waist length, washing my hair every 4 to 6 weeks because I was wearing protective styles. And you also know, if you've been following me like the past 6 months, I've been wearing my hair out for like since February, and I've been washing my hair every single week, and my hair has been just fine. It's been flourishing. It's still been growing the same way it always does. So that right there is proof that when you wash your hair, doesn't really matter. It's more so how you're washing your hair and how you're taking care of your hair in between your wash days. That will determine whether, you know, it's gonna grow or not. Okay, period. Not me teaching about natural hair, period. Let me turn this camera up because I feel like I'm really low today. This tripod is so old and so broken, but it's been with me since the beginning, so I'm sticking beside him. I just want y'all to see, my hair's just been growing so much. I'm trying to get as much in frame as possible. So it's just like, you know, because it's going to go all the way down here, period. There we go. See, now y'all can get more in the frame. See? Okay. All right, but I'm just going to wet my hair. And I'm taking my time with this to make sure all of my hair gets wet. Also doing a couple of like ASMR clips. Like you see, I'm like working the water into my hair, making sure I'm getting really like this section of my hair, like in the back middle is the thickest. So I'm really like opening up my hair just to make sure I get every single strand. And the warm water also helps your hair to absorb the water better so that your hair gets wet faster. And that's really important if you're a low porosity girl. So massage, and I'm not doing like this because I don't want my hair to tangle up. I'm like doing a little shake and then pulling my hair down. That way my roots aren't getting tangled because the hair is already dirty. We don't want to tangle it even more to make it harder to detangle. Then you got to go under here and get your kitchen. Make sure you're doing that. Also, again, splitting my hair and getting in my hair where like it's the super thick. And then I always turn around just for like clips of you know, for social media. So I know y'all see the back definition though, like don't play with it. I've been trying to focus more on my back and not just do like, you know, just butt workouts, and I feel like I'm finally starting to see some results. I'm seeing more definition in my back, so that's fun. And I don't know if my hair is low porosity. It doesn't take that long for my hair to absorb water, but it did previously. Like I want to say a couple years ago, it definitely took a minute for my hair to absorb water, but it doesn't do that anymore. So that could be because my hair is low porosity, but I have done a good job of like keeping my hair moisturized, and it's become easier for my hair to accept moisture, or if I just don't have low porosity. I don't know. One encouraging thing, I've never known my hair porosity, and I've been natural for 7 years, and I've been able to grow it. So don't feel like just because you may not be 100% certain of your porosity that you won't be able to grow your hair. Literally, I just cut my hair, and it's like, someone was like, don't say you cut your hair, you gave it a trim. I'm like, who are you talking to? This is my platform, Bookie. If I want to say I shaved my head, I'm going to say I shaved my head. When you start telling me what I can and can't do on my platform, that's how I know it's time for you to go. Because now, you know, you got too much dip on your chip. You need to back it up. Now, what we are going to do is something called a pre-poo. And if you don't know what that is, I know some people don't, a pre-poo is basically, kind of in the name, it's something that you do before you shampoo. Pre-poo before you shampoo. And basically this is going to help you if you really just struggle with your hair during your wash days. It does help to soften your hair, make it a lot more manageable, and that will give you less breakage, which will allow you to retain more length, which will give you longer hair. And so I don't pre-poo anymore on the regular, but if I'm reviewing something or trying a new product or something, I might pre-poo. If you're coming off of like a few weeks of a protective style, it might be a good option to pre-poo before you go in. You can do hot oil treatments, which I have a video on. You can do like a little DIY like mask if you want. You can use your deep conditioner as a pre-poo, which is great. You can do aloe vera. I've done that before on my channel as a pre-poo. So there's a bunch of different options. You don't have to do this, but if you find that you really just struggle with your hair during wash days and feel like you're like legit ripping your hair out, that might be a good option for you. So today it kind of fits perfectly because Olapplex did send me one of their pre-poos. Well, it's not really a pre-poo, but I'm going to use it as a pre-poo. So this is their hair perfector. It repairs and strengthens for all hair types. Y'all know when I see all hair types, that makes me skeptical. But I have seen a lot of black girls use the Olapplex like wash day product. So I'm like not too like side eye about it. It says to use it 1 time a week. Apply it on damp towel dry hair. We just going to do this. It's fine. Apply a generous amount from roots to end. From scalp to end, so it's going to go in your scalp, leave for 10 minutes, and then rinse. It says for best results, follow up with the shampoo and the conditioner, which you're going to do. So again, I'm just trying this because I have it. You don't have to use this to a pre-poo. You can literally go buy an aloe vera plant from Amazon for a couple bucks and make your own. Like I told you, I have a video on me making the aloe vera pre-poo and using it on my hair. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's just regular conditioner. It's a little bit looser than a conditioner I would typically use to like detangle my hair, but I'm just gonna apply it. It says scalp too. Now, one thing I will say with pre-poos, if you're really trying to do a pre-poo because your hair really is dry or something and it really needs to be softened in order to be able to help you with your wash day, I would section your hair. But I'm literally doing this just to try the product. I don't need a pre-poo in my hair right now. But also I feel like if I sectioned my hair, I would not have enough. So I don't know. This feels like it's like has protein or something in it. That's what it feels like because it doesn't feel hydrating. But I mean, it says it's like reparative and restorative. Again, I see a lot of black girls who like have heat damage, or maybe they're trying to like get rid of their heat damage or something using this. And that makes sense because the protein will help to, if the bonds are broken, you can't get back your hair. But if they're like a little bit damaged or whatever, this can help to repair them. But you can already see like my curls. That's kind of crazy. Look how just defined that made my curls. Because y'all know my hair was in a stretch state. It wasn't in a wash and go. So my hair shouldn't be this defined, but I can feel my curls. I can feel the pattern. That's kind of cool. Alright, so I'm going to let this sit for 10 minutes as instructed, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to rinse it out. Okay, I'm back. Do y'all feel like the camera is like tilted this way, or is it just my head? I don't know, whatever. But I'm not going to lie. This really defined my hair. Of course, it's not as defined as a wash and go, but y'all saw my hair when I first got on here. My hair was stretched. It was in like a braid out. But it's the fact that my curls, look at that. Like, look at this little front piece curl. Like, look how cute that is. And it's perfect because we're doing a wash and go today. I'm really excited because I'm going to do basically the same thing I did with this video, teaching y'all how to do a wash and go for type 4 hair in a way that won't let you get breakage and will actually look good. So this is going to help me out a lot. But I like this. This would be really good, like if my curls are just not hitting, my wash and goes are not hitting like they used to. Maybe doing this. But it's been about, I got no watch on, but it's been about 10 minutes, so we can go ahead and rinse it out. Warm water still warm water. Oh, by the way, you guys will have a vlog next week. I'm currently filming a vlog, which means that next week it will be uploaded. I'm really excited about it because we're doing some fun stuff. We're doing like a Christian girl picnic. Like I'm actually going to be outside in the park doing like a little self-care Christian Bible reading picnic. You know, I just thought it would be fun, and y'all been asking for it, so I'm actually really excited to post it. So yeah, my hair feels dry, which I feel like it's to be expected because it's more like protein-ish type reparative, so I'm not upset. And while this will make my hair more manageable, I would definitely recommend maybe following this up with like, if you need to do a pre-poo, maybe following it up with something more hydrating as a pre-poo, like maybe your deep conditioner as a pre-poo or the aloe vera or something. And you know what, the one I tried from TPH in that review, I feel like would be great for like a hydrating, softening pre-poo if you don't want to make your own. I forgot about that one. That one was really good. And you'll have to leave it in for like 3 minutes versus this one is 10 minutes. Alright, I'm cold, so give me a second. I'm freezing. I was just standing in the shower waiting on this to be done for 10 minutes. So now let's get into shampoo. So what I'm about to say, you may not like, that's cool. But I personally feel like every single time you wash your hair, you need the shampoo. I'm not a huge fan of co-washing, and I understand co-washing like 10 years ago when the shampoos that we had on the market were full of like sulfates and they were very drying and it just was not good for natural hair. But nowadays we have so many hydrating, moisturizing shampoos that actually have healthy ingredients, no sulfates, that I feel like co-washing really isn't necessary. The shampoos we have nowadays will moisturize your hair just as much as a co-wash will, but it will also clean it. And I feel like that is what we need to be focusing on. While I love a good moisturizing shampoo, at the end of the day, its main job is to clean your hair. And even if you wash your hair every week like me, I have found I've been using shampoo every single week and my hair has not been dry, it has not been brittle, because again, I prefer moisturizing shampoos, but also I go in afterwards with a conditioner and deep conditioner, and I add those products back in, and I know how to moisturize my hair, which I will share with y'all in a future video. I think you should personally be shampooing every single time you wash your hair. We're going to go in with the shampoo. I believe this is also $30, or all $30. This is the Bond Maintenance Shampoo. I have a feeling my wash and go is going to be really, really defined just because of the type of products I'm using, but these aren't going to be moisturizing, so that's going to be fun. But I think it's going to be really good for defining my hair. So we're gonna go in with this. It's like an off-white color. It's like, it's not clear, but it's not opaque. It's like a yellowish translucent color. Oh, it's really thick too. I like that. And it smells like, it's a mixture of like a minty and a floral scent. I should really like it. Like oranges maybe, a little bit of citrus in there. I'm not particular about how much shampoo that I use. Again, Shampoos nowadays don't strip your hair like they used to, so I wouldn't be too like scared about using a lot of shampoo. I have a lot of hair and it's thick, so I want to make sure that all my hair is coated in shampoo to make sure it gets clean, especially with the products that I used for my last wash day, which are basically like butter and oily. I really need that shampoo to get all over my hair to make sure I remove that, because that doesn't come up with water. But I just start, and on the top of my head, just like this, I really start by just using my fingertips and my hands to apply the product. Make sure I get my edges. I don't really do my edges like that, especially with the type of like haircut that I have on my hair. It covers my edges, so I never do my edges. But if you do your edges, this is important. Just apply it, lightly massage it. Then I'm gonna go on with some more and do the bottom half of my hair. So I just take my shampoo, go underneath, and just swipe it up a couple of times. And I do like this, not to really massage my scalp, just to make sure it gets on my scalp. And I also go on the sides. And then I do this, I don't really usually put clips of this in the video, but I go in and split my hair, that section that I said was the thickest. And I go in and apply that shampoo in that middle section right there to make sure it's all on my scalp. Then, as y'all see me do multiple times, I like to go in with a scalp massaging brush. I feel like this helps to get me a really good clean, and it's a lot easier to clean your hair with the scalp massaging brush than your fingertips, because it's guaranteed to get and touch your scalp and really get in there. You don't have to use a scalp massaging brush. This one is from the Innate Life that got sent this I think 6 months ago, and I love it. It has very soft bristles. Some of the ones that you can get like from Walmart and stuff, they might be cheaper, but like they have like hard plastic tips, which can be kind of uncomfortable for your scalp. So I really like this one. But you can just use the pads of your fingers if you want. I wouldn't recommend your fingernails, especially if you have a sensitive scalp, but I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do use my fingernails, but I wouldn't recommend that. I'm just gonna start and just go like this. I usually just start, just like I apply the shampoo, I go in and scrub my scalp. So I start at the top, make sure I'm pulling my hair back and getting the front. Then I go to the other side. Usually a couple of seconds on each side. I didn't do a wash and go for this wash day, so I don't have a lot of product on my hair. But if I did, I will go maybe a little bit longer. And then I go in the middle of my head, like the middle back of my head, right here. Really making sure I get right here where my hair is the thickest. Again, that back middle section. And also, if I ever have an itchy scalp, it's always at the crown. So I make sure I get really in there, in that crown, and just go in. You can also do like this type of motion if you want. But I find that doing up and down or like in a circle works the best. But I get more tangles when I go in a circle. So I just like to go straight up and down. And then of course, get the nape. Go in there. Really get that section. Sometimes we be forgetting that section. That literally took 2 minutes. It doesn't take long to shampoo your hair. Just make sure you're hitting all the good points on your scalp and you're good after like 2-3 minutes. So then after that, I like to take more shampoo. It's that much. And I like to go and get the rest of my hair. Nothing crazy, I just literally pull it down. Open up my hair a little bit, make sure I'm getting on the inside. That's really key if you have thick hair, make sure you're getting the inside. Sometimes we just get the outside. Just run my fingers through, nothing crazy. Make sure you're pulling down to prevent your hair from tangling up. And I'm gonna add a little bit more into the other side. Just a little dollop, you don't need a lot. And this shampoo for sure, I know my hair is not going to be super hydrated, but it's okay. But it has a really nice lather. But I know even though it's not going to be hydrating, it's not going to be stripped like it would have been in 2010. Because it doesn't have those same types of sulfates and harsh chemicals that our products used to have. Then I got to do my shampoo pull for my ASMRs. If you know, you know. Follow me on IG. Let's see if we can get a good one today. It was good, but I didn't get the plopping sound when it hit the floor because this is a there it went. So once my hair is all covered, rinse it out. Same with warm water. So I'm just gonna rinse it out, just like I rinsed out the pre-poo. But I'm gonna be extra careful in taking my time with this because you do not want to leave shampoo in your hair, for real. So I'm gonna take my time and really work the shampoo out. Just doing that same pulling down motion so I'm not tangling my hair. Just going like this. And I will do a little of this just to make sure that any shampoo that is stuck on my scalp kind of washes off. So I will do this around my head very softly. Nothing to tangle my hair. And I only do it while the water is running directly over that section because that helps my hair not to tangle back up. Okay, next side. cooling down motion. Making sure I'm getting the edges, the top of my hair, all that good stuff. And then if I just left it like that, you see I still have shampoo all up under my hair, all on the inside because my hair is so thick. So you know you gotta go under, make sure you're getting where your kitchen is, really working that shampoo out, doing the downward motion. Don't forget the downward motion. Don't flick water everywhere too. And I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna wet my hair. And I'm gonna like pick up my hair and get in the middle like that. And that's gonna help to get that shampoo out of that thick part of my hair in the back. And just doing my soft little massages to get all the shampoo off my scalp. But again, downward direction. Also try not to get water in your eye, that's fun. But one more time, just one more little pass. Let me turn this off. But one more little pass. I'm just gonna get all up in there. Making sure it's all out. And you can also tell whenever the water runs clear. I'm sorry, let me wipe my eye. But you can also tell when the water runs clear that it's all out. See, it's clear. There's no like white or anything coming out of my hair. So we're good. And for me, I also got to make sure I get my widow's peak. Because I'll be forgetting to get that part. But if you don't have a widow's peak, don't worry about it. But like right up here. You see all that? I always be forgetting that little section. The very top and center of my hair. Okay, so there we go. All the shampoo is out of our hair. Now let's get into detangling our hair. I actually, you know what? It's been about maybe like 3 years since I've done a dedicated detangling video. Y'all see me detangle my hair a bunch of times, but I don't really explain it. So, okay. This might sound ironic or doesn't make sense, but I've actually found that sectioning my hair when detangling makes it go faster than if I just did like all of my hair. Because my hair is so thick that it's just way too complicated to try to do it like if I did just 4 sections. I just have too much hair for that. So I'm going to show you the sections that I split my hair into, my go-tos. And I've been doing it so long that my hair just naturally splits into these sections. By the way, my hair does not feel as dry as I thought it was. It's definitely not as hydrating as if I use a hydrating shampoo, but I thought it was going to actually be drier. It feels kind of soft. Okay, Olapplex. We first is going to start by splitting this. And this will be 2 sections. I'm just not going to split it into 2 until I get to this section because I don't have that many clips. But, so I do 2 in the front. And then I do 2 on this side. You want to part like from where your middle part would stop if you were slicking back your hair into a bun, from where it would stop and go all the way down to behind your ear. For those of you that might not be sure how to part your hair. See? Hopefully that's neat. I can't see that, but. And then I'm going to split this section in the back into 2, right and left side. And then this will be 3 sections because my hair is way thicker in the back. And then this side will be 3 sections. And so basically with my hair type, my hair is thicker on the top of this section than it is on the bottom. So I tend to make the first section a little bit bigger. That way my last 2 sections are smaller and they're a little bit easier to work with. So I kind of split it like almost halfway. Not quite halfway, but almost halfway. And then these 2 sections will be smaller, so they'll be easier. And me doing that just came with time, you know, detangling my hair, practicing, and just kind of learning what works best for me. Alright, so let's go in with this conditioner. It says apply and leave it on for 3 minutes. So by the time I finish doing all my hair, most of the sections will have sat for at least like 5 minutes. So we're not going to like actually dedicate 3 minutes of doing this. So when it comes to detangling your hair, this might be controversial, but I think you should be using a conditioner that has a lot of slip. And I know silicones get a bad rap as far as natural hair ingredients, but silicones do help your hair to soften and give your hair slip so that it's easier to detangle. And my thing with detangling conditioners, you're going to rinse them out. It's not something like you're leaving this in your hair. It's not like you're deep conditioning with them. You're literally just using them and then you're ditching them. Like, you know how sometimes men be using us just to get what they want and then they be like dropping us? Same thing, but with conditioner. So some of my favorites are the Aussie Moist conditioner. I love Tresemme conditioner, Suave. the OGX conditioners, like those conditioners that you usually see in like the white people aisle, and they're like come in really big bottles and they're super inexpensive. Those are the type of conditioners I would recommend for detangling your hair, especially if you're trying to do something that's more affordable. Now there are some good conditioners out there that are from like, you know, the natural hair lines that we know are natural hair lines, but they can be a little bit more expensive and they don't tend to come in as big sizes. Based on my experience, like when I first started detangling my hair, I was using a ton of conditioner, and so I would run out quickly because I was learning how to use it and get the slip and detangle my hair. But once I got a routine, and you know, years later, I don't need to use, I use maybe a third of that conditioner, so I can now use maybe some more expensive conditioners from natural hair care lines that don't come in as big bottles because I know it's going to last me longer. But if you're just learning, I would suggest those. But if you want some that are like natural hair brands, the Pattern Beauty conditioner is really good. Last week, what did I try? I tried the Donna's Recipe conditioner was really good. Not for moisture, but for the slip, it was really good. TPH's it's like the blue line, their conditioner is really good. The Melanin Hair Care Deep Conditioner, not the best for moisture in my opinion, but it's really good for slip. It's a very watery based conditioner, and like all those products are products I've tried on like YouTube, so you can go watch those reviews if you want to, but those are just the ones I can think of off the top of my head that don't contain those ingredients. Anyways, so let's go ahead and condition. We're going to be using the matching conditioner to the shampoo, the Olapplex Bond Maintenance number 5. So like these are like numbered. So this was number 3, the Pre-poo. The shampoo was number 4, and this is number 5. So like these are the only 3 products I have from Olapplex, and I'm pretty sure it's like $90. With how much conditioner you apply to your section, it just depends on how many sections you have and how tangled your hair is. Now, washing my hair once a week, my hair is a lot less tangled than it would be if I took out, you know, 4-week-old braids. But I find that on average, a nice like center palm amount is good for the section. Like this much. Now again, I was using about 3 times this amount on my sections when I first went natural. But once I had a better hair care routine, my hair became healthier. It didn't get as tangled because I was taking better care of it. It wasn't as dry, and just detangling became easier because the health of my hair increased. And also, I just kind of got my techniques down. You want to make sure that you're applying your conditioner generously, roots to ends. Now, if you're like me, my roots are always way more tangled than my ends, so I really make sure that that conditioner is on my roots. Like you see me going and like pinching my roots. Downward motions, again, downward motions. Never go upward with anything with your hair because that's just going to cause tangles. And I make sure, you know, thick hair, this is a pretty big section. I make sure I'm getting inside and just working it down. How you detangle depends on you. I first started with finger detangling like 2017, 2018. Then I moved on to finger detangling with a wide tooth comb at the end to make sure it was detangled. Then I moved on to detangling brushes. And at first I was using the EZ detangling brush. And I used that for like a year and a half, and then finally still has hair on it. But I moved on to the Unbrush. This is literally the best detangling tool I've ever tried. To me, this is better than finger detangling. This is better than a comb. This is better than any of the detangling brushes out there. I don't know why, but this works so well. And there's a new version, there's an old version. I did a comparison on my YouTube, but I would recommend if you have thick, coarse hair to get the old version like this. If you have more finer hair, I would recommend, or damaged hair, I would recommend getting the new version. The detangling video that I have on my channel that's like years old, it does show me finger detangling my hair and then using a wide tooth comb. So if you want to go watch that, watch that. But I'm just going to show you how to detangle with this brush. It's only $20. I know that might seem expensive, but like I've had this brush for 8 months now. It's still fine. This will last you for years. It's an investment, okay? Honestly, I wouldn't even say like, oh, just start with finger detangling. I would say if you struggle to detangle your hair, get this brush. I know you're probably thinking, oh, the last thing I need to do is get a brush that's going to rip my hair out. Get this brush. They didn't want to pay a girl, which I talked about in that video where I did the comparison. But if you want to buy the brush, just try to use your girl's link on the Amazon or TikTok shop, please. You don't have to. I'm not trying to be like, oh, spare change, but I'm just saying that would be nice. Because I am, you know, putting y'all on, you know what I'm saying? But, okay, anyways, so you're going to start at the very end of your hair. And you're going, you see my hand motion? You see this? Take your hand like an L. You're going to pinch your hair. Okay? I hold the brush like this, so my thumb is on the back of it. I'm holding it. I don't go sideways. I go vertical. And so, I'm going to turn it sideways. I take the brush, slam it against my palm, and I just brush down. And I keep doing that until it goes through. And then once that happens, I go a little bit higher with my hand, just an inch or so. Same thing. And if I need to, I'll go back down and brush out, and then I'll go back up and brush out. And I'm brushing against my arm like this, okay? I'm brushing against my arm like this. So then go higher, and you keep going. Okay, and then, because of my roots, I always make sure I am pressing this brush against my roots and pressing down to make sure I'm detangling my roots. A lot of people will detangle their hair, but not their roots, and then their hair gets really matted. So I'm pressing and detangling. And then once I'm done, I will make sure my hair is detangled from all sides. I learned that from Natural 85 like years ago when I first went natural. So shout out to her. So I brushed on this side. I'm going to go back over and brush on this side. And I'm going to make sure I'm pressing up against my kitchen. And it's getting a little bit tangled, a little bit caught. So I'm going to go back down on this side. And I'm just going to start running it through. And so then eventually your hair will be fully detangled. Just like that. And then just for like, you know, videos and stuff, I do like this. Going, what's this called? Horizontal versus vertical. And that's it. And then I will take a clip and I will pin it towards the root of my hair. Just so it will stay out of the way when I do the next section on top of it. So I'm not like taking hair from here, putting it up here, and like trying to detangle by accident, which causes my hair to tangle up even more. Okay, and one thing though, if you try this and you're like, oh, it's not working, it's taking forever, just keep going. The first time I ever tried to detangle my hair, I barely had any hair. I was still transitioning, so I had like barely any natural hair. But I had like my relaxed damaged hair. I tried to detangle my hair first of all with leave-in conditioner. I had a wide tooth comb. I was stuck in the bathroom for like 2 hours. I broke down crying because I just could not detangle my hair, and I barely had any. Like I'm talking, maybe my hair's like this long, right? Barely any hair. And now here I am, hair is super long, and it's actually easier for me to do my hair now than it was, you know, 6-7 years ago. My natural hair anniversary was May 21st, so it's officially been 7 years? 6 years? I cut my hair May 21st, 2017. So, yeah, 7 years. That's crazy. And I remember, like, when I first started to go natural, I had, like, this journal. And I remember, like, watching all this stuff and reading all these, like, articles. And, like, dang, it's going to take forever for my hair to get that long. It really even wasn't that bad. I just started learning how to take care of my hair. And that was that. I'm going to say right now, I don't like this conditioner. It does not have enough slip for me. But, you know, that's okay. And that's another thing. Like 6 years ago, I couldn't even use that conditioner to detangle my hair. But now it's like, even though that's not the best conditioner with the best slip, my hair is healthy because of my hair care routine, hair care practices, using my products, that I can get away with detangling my hair with conditioner that's not necessarily the best for me, because I don't like this. And again, I want to reiterate, just for my super thick hair girls, it is extremely, extremely important that you are detangling your roots, because our roots are so thick that it's very easy for our hair to get matted and tangled if we're not properly taking care of that portion of our hair. A lot of people be like, oh, focus on your ends, get your ends. My ends are straight. It's the roots that I gotta be careful of. And so again, that's why I'm like the whole downward motion thing, because it's very easy for me to get tangled roots. And so here I am, just working. I'm going faster now because I'm not like walking through it, but this section used to legit take me like 5 minutes. And now it's taking me like 90 seconds. Part of that is the unbrush, I'm not even gonna lie to you, but also my technique, okay? Like, look, that's done. The section's done. Let me show you one little pass. Look, going all the way through. And that's it. All that hair done. Put my clips to make sure I'm not mixing up my hair. Okay, and then once I get to the front, it's pretty much smooth sailing. Like, I remember in my early years, whenever I first was learning how to wash my hair, I'll be so happy when I was done with the back. Because after you're done with the back, it's just easy. So honestly, I could detangle this whole section of my hair, but I usually just, out of habit, just split it into two. And I never do like split it this way, like directly horizontal, because it doesn't give you even sections. You end up getting more up here than you do down here, so your sections are uneven, which can be a problem if your hair is thicker in the front. Mine isn't. So I go from like that corner where this part is and that part is, and I just take my finger, slide it diagonal like that, and then split the section. That way I get a little bit more even of a section. I would say the thinnest of my hair is like right here in the front. But it's not really thin, but I'm just saying like I just got some thick hair. I have a little sister, but I was the only one that got a relaxer because my hair was just so thick. But literally the front takes 2 seconds. I'll be done with this section in like 3 minutes. No exaggeration. If I wasn't filming, y'all don't understand how quick my wash days would be. My wash days would legit be like 25 minutes, if that. I feel like nowadays the longest part of like my hair care routine is the styling part. Because my hair just takes forever to dry. Like with my wash and go today, literally takes me like an hour to apply the gel and make sure my hair is defined. Because my hair is so thick and my curls are also very small. So I have to go in smaller sections when applying stylers. And then I have to like sit under the dryer for like an hour, and then I have to diffuse for 30 minutes, and then I have to take like 10 minutes and stretch my hair. So, you know, that's just a lot. But okay, look, done. Alright, and last section. I literally was gone for like 60 seconds, and I did the top of this section and then this bottom section. So in total it's been like maybe 15 minutes. And I'm done. Like if we timed it, this will take me about 15 to 20 seconds to detangle my hair. This is the easiest part of my hair. And that's also why I feel like sections are important as well, because it helps you learn the different hair patterns that you have, because it's very rare for somebody to just have the same pattern throughout. So that's why I feel like hair typing is low-key kind of dumb. But with sectioning your hair, you kind of get to learn the different patterns of your hair so you can like act accordingly. Like I told y'all, I've been saying, my hair is super thick and super coarse in the back, especially the middle. So I always make sure I give a little bit more TLC to that part of my hair versus the front. I can just do whatever to it and it's not going to do nothing. And this is also the loosest part of my hair in the front. So now let me just show you guys how much shed hair I have. Okay, this is how much shed hair I have. And like real quick, let's do like a little tangent about my beef with shed hair, because everybody thinks that if your hair comes out like this, oh, your hair is falling out. That is normal. People shed 50 to 100 hairs a day. So the fact that this is all that came out after like a week and a half, this is very good. Your hair is supposed to come out. It naturally comes out of your scalp. And you can tell, because if I take a piece and I pull it, I can tell how long my hair is from it. And if it's the same length as my hair, that's how I know it's shed hair. And I'm going to be honest, every single time you touch your hair, you're going to get a little bit of breakage. That is normal. But when you start to get that excessive breakage to the point where your hair isn't growing, that's when you know you need to change up your hair care routine. Our hair is fragile. It's sensitive. So I have little pieces in here that aren't as long, little curly cues, stuff like that. It's okay. It's not anywhere close to enough to actually stunt my hair growth, and that's what I'm trying to teach you guys, how to do a routine that will help reduce your breakage significantly. That way, after a couple weeks, a couple months, you will notice your hair is retaining more length. It's not breaking off, and your hair will appear longer. But I'm ready to get the shower, so we're gonna rinse this out. Ooh, I forgot the water was cold. No. The shape of my natural hair is given. I probably need to cut a little bit more off on this side. But you can tell that my hair looks a lot more even, because before I had like little random bits hanging out of my hair, especially towards this area, but everything's kind of looking the same, you know? Ooh, my hair is soft. Okay. Wow. Okay. And then I'm doing the same technique that I did with the shampoo, like downward motions. We just detangled our hair. We don't want to retangle it by doing all this to it, right? So just going in that downward motion, making sure whenever I put my hands on my hair, the water is running directly over it to prevent it from tangling. Okay, going underneath my hair to get that conditioner out from the kitchen area. With water all over my camera. You know when I said my hair feels soft? We're gonna ignore that now. Then turn around, get the back, lifting up my hair to really get inside of it. You know, doing a little bit of a shaky motion just to help that conditioner come out a little bit better. Okay. And we're all good. Oh, by the way, that was warm water. But because I'm doing a wash and go, typically I would just put my hair in a bun. But for the sake of the video, we're going to be using a hair turban. I've talked about these like in almost every single wash day I've been doing lately. Get you a hair turban. Like, these are so helpful, especially if you don't want to style your hair right after you finish washing it. Or like if you need to do a style where your hair needs to be a little bit drier, this is great. Microfiber towels, you might have heard of that, are better for natural hair because they don't snag the hair and break it off. Not gonna lie, I've used regular towels on my hair plenty of times, but if you can get a microfiber towel, get one. It's gonna be helpful, okay? It's not gonna hurt nothing just to spend a couple bucks. You can get these off of Amazon or whatever. I'll put one in my Amazon storefront. This is one of them things you don't need, but it will definitely make things easier. Same thing with the scalp massaging brush. It will make things easier just to invest in one. Detangling brush for sure, go get that. And then you just flip your hair over and put it in the towel. Then you just twist it up. This helps to dry it. Though I'm about to do a wash and go, so I'm gonna wet my hair. And you just put it on the little button at the back. Of course. You know, stuff it in there. It's alright, just stuff it in there. The next step would typically be to deep condition, and I have several wash and goes where you can go look at that. The only thing that you really just need to make sure you're doing when you're deep conditioning is when you apply the deep conditioner, make sure you're applying it everywhere. So I would apply it in sections. You know, take your time, go from roots to ends, especially your roots if you're a thick girl. We forget our roots. And then I would use a deep conditioning cap, or you can sit under a blow dryer. I would just recommend using some sort of heat. I feel like it really does make a difference. I have a DIY blow dryer with a pair of leggings and like a handheld blow dryer on my social media if you want to check that out. I'll try to find it. It's been a minute. Do that for at least 30 minutes. Optimal time would be about 90 minutes. Rinse your hair out with cold water. Not gonna lie, I typically do like in between warm and cold because cold is just too much. But something that's just colder than what you were normally using to wash your hair. And that will help to close your cuticles, so like all that moisture from the deep conditioner can be there. And as far as deep conditioning, I recommend doing it at least once a month. That's perfectly fine. If you wash your hair like me every single week, I recently, a subscriber of mine was like, you shouldn't deep condition every single week because sometimes it can be damaging for your hair. So I started doing it once a month and I like it just fine. Just when you're not deep conditioning, make sure you're using a really hydrating conditioner when you're detangling to really get in a little bit of that moisture so you don't miss out completely on the treatment effect. But it's okay if you don't do it every single wash day if you're washing your hair often like me. So as far as these products, I'm actually going to give the Olapplex hair perfector, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. I actually really like this. The only thing is the price. There are so many more inexpensive pre-poos that you can use. This one did a really good job though of defining my hair and kind of like giving them a little boost. So if you put that aspect into it, I guess it might make sense that it might be a little bit more pricier, but $30. No, I'm okay. As far as the shampoo, I mean, it's a good shampoo. I liked it. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 too. I mean, I don't have any complaints about it. It's just a regular smegular shampoo. $30 for an 8.5 ounce container shampoo. And the shampoo low-key feels like any other shampoo that I would use. It might be a little bit more reparative. I prefer moisturizing shampoos anyway, so this isn't something I would use on the regular. But yeah, if you want to spend $30, like, you wouldn't be disappointed with it. But it's just like, if you're on the fence because of the price, just chill out. Conditioner, 5 out of 10. I didn't like this conditioner, so sorry. It was alright. I mean, it did what it needed to do, but it's like, did not give me enough slip. Wasn't really hydrating. This is more so just my personal preference with the conditioner. I feel like if you're struggling with like curls that aren't reverting like they should, your hair is just feeling kind of lump and dull, this actually might be a great group of products to try to kind of restore your hair. But just on the regular, I don't think these really are necessary to be a part of your, like, you know, regular wash day routines every week or every month or something. Just because I feel like these are more like treatment products versus like just regular wash day products. So I would only buy this if you just really feel like you need like to give your curls a boost, because I do feel like they do a good job of that. But just on the regular, I'm okay. So like, it may be if you did like a silk press and your curls didn't come back fully and you're like thinking, oh, maybe it's not heat damage, let me give this a try. That great option would be to do this. If you had heat damage for 6 months, it's not gonna come back with this, I'm sorry. But if, you know, you're just struggling a little bit, this might give you that boost that you need. But if I'm being 100%, I feel like a bentonite clay mask would low-key do the same thing, and I have videos on that, and that's like the price of one of those products. And you can use it several times because of like how much you get in that jar. I don't think they're bad products, I just think they're like, if you have like a specific issue and you need like treatment. But just like for regular like hair care routine stuff, I personally wouldn't really pick these up. But they're not bad though. But that's it for this video. That is full detail of how I washed my hair. And again, everything that I did in this video will help to decrease the amount of breakage that I get during my wash days, which will allow me to retain more length. And by length retention, if you don't know what that means, that basically means that if you grow 1 inch of hair, you're going to be able to keep that 1 inch of hair, versus with breakage and dryness and unhealthy hair, that 1 inch will break out to maybe like 1/4 of an inch. So you just lost 3/4 of an inch of hair and you only get to keep 1/4 of an inch. And you're like, oh, my hair hasn't grown, it's been 5 years. That's why. It's growing, it's just breaking off at the same rate or faster, which is why it's either staying the same length or getting shorter. So with this wash day routine, it will help you to actually retain that length that you're growing and, you know, get longer hair, because that's what we want. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, inquiries, anything, make sure to leave it in the comments below. I'm going to be diligent this time about answering these comments because this is a more detailed educational video. And if you like these more educational type hair videos, let me know, because I can take a break from doing, you know, review videos and do more like hair care routine focused videos. So let me know. And if you like this video, you know, give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, put your notifications on so you don't miss any uploads. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram where I do more daily educational content on there. And also, you know, check out my hair care line if you're interested in getting some products that will help you with that length retention and that hair growth, and you'll be Rapunzel, period. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. It was fun for me to make, and I will see you in the next one, which will hopefully be a vlog. Alright guys, bye.
Beautiful savior, come have your way in me, you're my one desire.